So I just want to elaborate on something that we mentioned in yesterday's video in the introduction to the Laws of Pesach. And we mentioned there that it's technically allowed for a non-Jew to come into the house of a Jew on Pesach with his own Chometz. So there are a few caveats to that. And we're going to bring this from the Rebbe's Shulchan Aruch on the Laws of Pesach, Siman Taf Mem. And the Rebbe explains here that, however, if it's your employee, it's actually not allowed for the reason of Maris Ayin, meaning it may seem apparent to other people as if you're providing your employee with your own chametz. And of course, we're not allowed to own chametz on Pesach. So because it could look like that, therefore, if it's your employee, he's not allowed to come into your house on Pesach, even with his own chametz. However, if it's not your employee, he's allowed to come into your house on Pesach with his own chametz. However, he cannot eat it on the table together with you at the same time that you're eating your kosher Pesach food. Now, if you're both eating on the same tablecloth, so then there is a problem that even a small crumb of his chametz may enter into your Pesach food. And we know that chametz on Pesach is asur b'mashu. Chametz on Pesach is forbidden, even a small, minuscule crumb, and it's possible for that crumb to end up in your food. However, even if you're eating on your own placemat and he's eating on a different placemat, so it seems that it would be far off a possibility for any of his chametz to end up in your food. Even so, we say that just like by a nazir, a person who vows not to drink any wine, and we know that he's also not allowed to eat any grapes, so we tell the nazir when he comes close to a vineyard, don't walk close to the vineyard, go around the vineyard, walk far away from it. So in the same way, the Rebbe is saying we want to keep as far away we can from the chametz, even if they're both eating, even if the Jew and the non-Jew are eating on two separate placemats. However, the Rebbe says in the next halacha, the goy is, if you're not eating at that moment, the goy is allowed, non-Jew is allowed to eat on your table, his own chametz, and when he finishes, you can clean off the table, and you just need to make sure that when he leaves your house, he takes all of the rest of the chametz together with him. Probably most people won't, want to encounter something like this, and I can't imagine, the average household wanting to allow anyone, even if the person is, not Jewish, to come into their house on Pesach with chametz. But there could be scenarios like this. There could be situations that people are in. So we need to know these laws, and these are just some more details on something that we discussed yesterday on the laws of the introduction to Pesach.